The rest of the world dealt with several major issues surrounding the world of politics, business, and war. And as we move into a new year, let's take a look on these biggest takeaways and how powerful countries toughed out year 2019. This report.
Protests are still ongoing in Hong Kong because of the controversial extradition bill forwarded by its government, even after Chief Executive Carrie Lam withdrew the proposal. The move was met with dissent because Hong Kong citizens think that he plans to allow extradition to mainland China will bring more harm to them. Hong Kong citizens started holding mass demonstrations against their government in June 2019, but the protests only got stronger in the following months. The country's economy was also greatly affected by the unrest, while it's also possible that thousands of workers might end up jobless when companies operating in the country decide to stop operations. Powerful countries such as the United States of America faced several issues this year. There is the brewing tension between US and the emerging superpower China, where countries such as North Korea and Iran are also challenging its military capabilities. China and the USA had a trade war, imposing tariffs in technological and agricultural goods. Meanwhile, Washington imposed economic sanctions on Pyongyang and Tehran in light of denuclearization. However, America's problems reached its own waters as US President Donald Trump faced a series of impeachment hearings. Trump was impeached in the US House of Representatives with a majority vote from the Democrats. Trump will now face an impeachment trial in the US Senate. President Donald Trump is also the third president of the United States impeached by the US House, following former US President Bill Clinton and Andrew Johnson. Countries all over the world also experienced natural calamities. In fact, fire incidents were widespread and affected different parts of the world. The historic Notre Dame de Paris in France caught fire, which caused a huge damage to the famous cathedral spire. In a televised speech, French President Emmanuel Macron pledged to restore the cathedral in 5 years. A huge wildfire also blazed the Amazon rainforest, which is considered as the lungs of the earth and is home to thousands known and unknown species. The authorities look at how deforestation might have caused the fire, which was done for land conversion, such as for commercial use. California in US and Sydney in Australia were not safe from the fire incidents as well. Wildfires also took up hectares of land, which were caused by the intense heat felt in the regions as a result of climate change. The U.S. also witnessed several mass shootings involving the youth. This prompted the U.S. Congress to review the country's gun ban. While there are many challenges, not all hope is lost for the world because of the victories we also garnered this year. The most wanted terrorist in the world was killed by the U.S. troops in Syria. This was confirmed by U.S. President Donald Trump. The violence perpetrated by ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi in Iraq and Syria has finally ended. However, this war on terrorism does not end here so long as marginalized people are being killed mercilessly. This year became historical after the world witnessed the end of Heisei era, when former Japanese Emperor Akihito descended in throne. After 3 decades, a new era will start in Japan, the Reiwa era, under the rule of the new Japanese Emperor Naruhito. In Emperor Naruhito's accession to the throne, he promised to a more sustainable Japanese economy and an overall development for the country. As another year unfolds, we must be brave in facing new challenges for tomorrow. However, if every nation is ready to make an action, there is no problem that we cannot solve. 2019, the year that was. Juliet Karangyan.